Right, what it do, fellas? We are back with more Diablo Immortal action, and we have some new news. Actually, they have 2 hours ago, partner Discord released the embargo on some of the content. Basically, we are going to be able to talk about the new legendary essences for each of the classes that are coming out, as well. Actually, that's pretty much all we're going to be able to. But there is a lot more in store. Aren't able to share all of that, but stay tuned. There is lots to be coming with Diablo Immortal. So let's see here. Let's check to make sure all of these streams are running right. As you all know, we have been having technical difficulties. I think it is either with the NVIDIA portion of it or everything of that looks fine. Make sure I also have Streamline sound portion of that. There we go. Now, let's do yep, and definitely jumped on the ball on that one. Alright. Thing there looks still stable. Perfect. Cool. Alright. I'm going to do a couple PvE things while I'm in the middle of this. But basically, once they released that section of the embargo, I had a little bit of extra time for it. Me, the wife, and my oldest, technically my oldest is needing a place that has like a studio because she's trying to practice her dance recital solo. And ended up, I remembered there was the gym that I used to go to and had a membership all through like high school and even through college, which I have, as you all can see, obviously not been there in a long time. Got their membership back, went back into it, and so your boy is sore. But we got a good time there. The girls are actually all at the in-laws, so I went to go live early today just so I could show you guys all of the new changes that are going to be coming out with the essences, so that everybody can kind of be going ahead and getting their thoughts on what they're maybe looking for in their the next classes. Hold on, Brutal. It didn't come through. Let me check it there. See. Okay. Should be heard now.
Loading. Said hello, boss man.
What up? The stream quality bad?
Loading. Said we're all fucked when these new essences drop, lol.
Well, we're gonna go over the new essences actually. They released the embargo on that.
Said stream quality it fine. It's brutal.
Maybe it's just my webcam.
Said no looks good.
It's my webcam that just doesn't look good, and I think it's probably has something to do with the hue of that light. One, if I make any clips out of this.
Said yeah, for Druid they are fine.
Well, no, one, not extremely happy how they did the embargo changing on this, but it's okay. More of, yes, there is a lot more content to come, but there is also, yeah, like 2 hours ago, they said that we were able to.
Said, where's the new info?
I'm gonna show it. Technically, Sam and I are gonna go over most of it,
but they need to nerf those Druid essences now before they even drop, lol.
I'm just more of a, like Endo's got to have the upper hand on that portion of it. All right, so let's look at first a few of them, and then we might actually get some to join us here in Discord a little while later and kind of get his opinions on it.
Said did Indes beat you to it?
Yeah, literally like the embargo changed like 2 hours ago. Literally when I saw you like post that video, I was like, dude, I don't think we can do that yet. And then I like checked in the Discord, and they had, of course, I didn't have the service inside the gym at that point, but the embargo had changed like 2 hours ago for just that section of it. And so I was like, damn. Well, the girls are all at my in-laws. I figured I would go live for a little bit and we would talk about it.
Said that bastard.
I didn't get a chance to. Alright.
It's brutal. Said I seen Keys post the DH stuff few hours ago in his Discord.
Yeah, I think the other people are posting the other portion. Hold on. Nope, don't need that one. I need this one.
Loading. Said really brutal.
Well, the thing is, like, we got all the partners. We got it 2 hours ago. We were able to like talk about these, which we were supposed to actually have to wait until.
Said, well, damn, they are everywhere.
Well, now I mean, you're gonna like again. Yeah, they're posted up to everything. All right.
Loading. Said I got them from someone else in Discord earlier.
That should do it, right?
Said thank you for doing this stream, Krog.
That's kind of the point, right? Oh, is this too big? I want this to look nicer. Well, we don't have everybody here yet.
Loading. Said these are good things for the community.
I'm trying to get this all set up for it before we do get a crew or a crowd that actually is showed up in here. I should have already probably have this screen. I need to actually probably like duplicate this and then make another one.
Said dang, I thought you were on to do tower runs.
Alright. If I make a clip of that, I want to probably put the chat maybe over here. We can go through all that. Maybe we'll see the information perfectly. Okay.
Said dude, fix your stream though.
What do you mean fix the stream?
Said I broke it.
What's going on now? They go away. What the hell? Did it just drop away? My YouTube's still going, I think. My Twitch is just down. Sucks. No, Twitch is still live. Alright. Are we back? We back?
Verdun Sadie. Said yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't understand what. Alright. Loading. If I make clips of this later, does that look good on the chat for the whole portions of everything? Do you think the best I could do with it, or should I like? Hold on, can I full screen this? I really want this to like almost kind of cut off.
Said, are you trying to full screen it?
No, I'm trying to make like, honestly, I want like this half section of this crap gone. I want that away. I just want the page. Because like if I make a clip out of this later, right now I'm like just trying to like make this look nice. Or if I did a like a clip or something of this, like just section of it whenever I fully get into it. I'm not gonna like close clip this, what I'm talking about now, but.
Verdun Sadie. Said yet.
I don't look as bad, I don't think.
Verdant Sadie said it's plenty legible.
Yeah, I want it to be legible, but I actually want it to look cool too. Doesn't really look real great, but whatever. Alright, so I guess I don't think some's fully ready yet, but we'll go ahead and go over some of these newer ones for ourselves. We'll look at the new legendary equipment. Start off, of course, with the Wizard. Hook, the main hand. Arcane Torrent now unleashes torrents of lightning at surrounding enemies, prioritizing shocked enemies and dealing more damage the closer you are. Okay. Let's see. Verdance, are you online? Let's take a look also. Let's do a little bit of comparison what like some of the
Verdant Sadie said yet.
Let's do this. I'd like to see, I guess, I want to jump into Warband.
Said probably not as powerful as Rift Carver.
No, I more or less just want to see, I guess, if you could put on like the current or the current like meta build and share screen in Discord. I'd like to actually kind of like go over what is the current like what the Wizards are rocking with right now with it, and to see if like any of these could either asset to this type of build, or maybe we could look at other ones for it. We're gonna go actually specifically into people's like not necessarily see builds for it,
said sure one
but we're really just kind of like seeing as a wizard for it. We can also see a little bit of like what it currently can do, and then kind of trying to maybe make a build with some of these together. I mean, we're not going to, of course, see them test them, but we could definitely look around and see if any essences would pair up with it. So, the main hand, Arcane Tornado, Lightning. Closer you are. I could see this being strong. A little offhand. When Lightning Nova applies shock to an enemy, they also take increased damage from you for 3 seconds. I could see that being paired up really well with those two. Chest, like no one fires several like orbs hits. Like shock and lightning march. Take additional lightning damage. Damage by shock. Okay. Fire several lightning orbs at surrounding enemies, applying shock and lightning marks. So marked enemies take additional lightning damage when damaged by shock. Okay.
I don't have the absolute standard PvP.
Let's see. I just want to see. I guess like
just want me to go to
you got like a meteor build. You got like a one of the other, I mean, more or less like I can also see there's another one that they use.
Arcane Torrent in, which is the first new thing, is this one.
Let's see. Oh, let's take a look at that too.
I guess I could be doing this in a more effective way. But what I was saying is that new one, I doubt is going to be more powerful than this Rift Carver.
Well, it's more of can they, and also I guess can they actually function together? Maybe not. I mean, granted, that one definitely seems like it maybe like I'm going to make another window capture for this one. Play capture.
I just briefly looked, but I don't think so. But as far as the... I don't need to be over here to do this. Let me just go back to my armory. Like, actually... Probably my speed build is closest to what most people are using for PvP, except I have Disintegrate in for... Arcane Wind, but
loading.
But I don't think anybody's using.
Sure.
Sorry, I know I'm being.
I will in a minute. No, I'm actually not even paying attention right now. What you're doing yet? I am trying to figure out why I can't get this. Yeah, I'm gonna link it like at the later portion, but not give it to you yet.
Said in chat.
No, because then you can just look at it without me doing all this shit. There's no point in me doing it. And now I'm still setting it up. Not fully ready yet. Okay.
Loading. Said LMFAO.
I know. Y'all are just waiting.
Loading.
I'm taking too long. It's
Said
fine.
you're weird.
Alright. Alright. Personal print window. Trying to get me to just give this shit out? Hell no. Alright, let's see.
Loading.
There it is.
Said that other person doesn't sound like some.
That's not some yet.
Said can we kick her?
No, this is
Verdant
Miss Verdants.
Said thank you.
Pick me already.
Sadie. Said what?
Okay, that look cool right there.
Loading. Said oh okay.
Then, because that's what I'm gonna do. Is like, well, we were talking about the wizard. I wanted to also do. Hold on, I don't know if I can do. Hold on, pop viewers probably out.
Loading. Said sorry lady we were just promised some.
But
Loading.
he's coming.
Said no offense to you.
He told us also that he still had to finish his workout, and so he was Discord.
Are we not gonna try to get that
I'm
tower?
What tower?
Tower that we're about to lose in like an hour.
What are we gonna do for that? Just fight for it?
No, we need to do runs for shards for the like it's contested, you know.
I mean, like, when we have to do it now?
We'll ask them. We're kind of not very close because nobody's been doing runs. Or not big enough ones.
I'm gonna go do this one.
Verdant Sadie. Said haha I'm not offended I'll gladly step down when he comes.
No, I mean, more than sitting here portion. I just, like, a lot of people do like his opinions on like what he's thinking classes are gonna be like.
Said thank you.
Alright, so we got that there for it. And then now I should be able to do this and then go. Oh, come.
Yeah, let me at least wander over to the Essence Trader and show you different things, I guess. This is all I have saved is the meta Meteor build, not the Nova meta. But nobody's using Arcane Torrent for either PvP as far as I know, regularly. Because in the Nova Torrent you use Arcane Wind, and in this one you use Black Hole.
Loading. Said we need resurgence in here also. Loading. Said he knows wizard.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright. Whatever the hell is out of my eye. Alright, so now we have. Okay. Alright, now we got the other one. So we got a slow time. I still think the slow time here is going to. Jesus, what is it? Okay. Something's now in my eye. I still think the slow time helmet is going to be a pretty big staple for most of the builds. I mean, it's pretty hard to ever get rid of the helm. Let's see what the helmet actually
Said
can
we'll
do.
put some water in your eye for it.
I'm gonna like watch it. Jesus.
It's brutal. Said pants looks off and I've never played Wiz.
I mean, the pants look like what Resurgent always uses, with a little more damage. But it's
They're gonna teleport you back.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was talking to chat.
No, yeah, that's what
It
I'm.
may be brutal. It depends on how
Loading.
difficult.
Let's see what
that's
these pants
gonna
are
be
like.
to
Gary
use.
Resurgence is gonna love those pants.
Like is alright. Teleport is used in 3 stages. The first uses teleport. Second uses again.
Loading.
Or 2.
Said they made that specifically for him.
Yeah, they might have.
They might actually have made that specifically for him. Let's see. The one helm the teleport also grants you a stack of empowered
Trust them.
trains.
Said don't think they LL give up the knock up.
Well, that's more of a specific player. We know that he loves the time warp cloth pants, whereas most other wizards are rocking the knockups.
Yeah, Rose and I agree that Stalking Wind is probably not going to be displaced by.
I don't think it'll probably be that one for it. We like to just get. I'm just kind of looking at it and seeing what could be used for it. I mean, again, if you are also a wizard that doesn't really want to get up close and personal with everyone and kind of wants to play that more of a meteor back style, I could see that being useful. I mean, like, I don't really typically notice, like, even Tootsie be trying to jump on top of me. Like, typically whenever he's, like, fighting, he's more or less going to, like, back around, drop you, like, with good meteors, kind of just at a better range, if possible, to it. So let's see, then the shoulders, arcane torrent, critical hit chance. What do we have? Okay, so
Loading.
if we put on like
Said
back to
Fuck
the,
Cute is doing nutty work right now with the close range knock up wizard.
it's true, but he's also a very strong and sturdy wizard though. He's got a lot of like the resonance to him. He's got a lot of other secondaries that allow him to kind of like be able to push into that situation where not like that Tootsie couldn't for that as well. It's just like, even if I'm playing the wizard and I'm going to try to dive bomb in on somebody with that build, depends on who they are. If it's really going to do much to them, I might like just knock them up and piss them off more than anything. Spark shower, lightning nova. Okay, I like that one. Lightning nova also applies shock to enemies. They also increase damage from you. I could see the offhands being that one for it. So I guess this like it really kind of looks like they're trying to bring back almost like the Rift Carver, but the Arcane Torrent being able to come out that way. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if that one will be more powerful.
Arcane Torrent now unleashes torrents of lightning. Pull up Rift Carver.
I mean, most people are running Skybreakers with that Nova close range PvP like Futfoot is. So
Pull up Rift Carver real fast. Let's go to the essence real fast.
sure thing.
I just want to see, I guess. My other thought is I wanted to read if these essences could become combined or if they completely change it.
Can you see that?
Or
No, that's not helpful.
no, so yeah, I read that one for you. Arcane Torrent upgrades create orb, the fires, missiles. Arcane.
I know that back in the day it used to be the
That'll
most
be
powerful arcane.
Yeah, it did.
torrent.
I used to play it.
Yeah, I still play it in PvE actually because I can do it with my Scorch Ice build. But I mean, you can technically put it in either of these builds, but the Nova you're gonna have
they're
to
not gonna
sacrifice Arcane Wind, which I don't think people will do.
I was trying to see if these Arcane Torrents basically, if the wording worked enough that like these lightnings could basically just be amplified on top of another essence, kind of like the bone spirits that silence plus the bone spirits that fear. Like basically, no, it's not going to though, just because of how it words. Arcane Torrent now unleashes like torrents of lightning at surrounding enemies, whereas this one is like moves along with you. It creates a chaotic orb, and this one just unleashes torrents of lightning at surrounding enemies. So like, I don't know if it's like a toggle on or toggle off, but if it wasn't a toggle on or toggle off, and it just like it'd almost be like a strife where you add like honing rockets into it or whatever. If
It's a
that
good idea, Krog. You should be brought in guests that specialize in each class to speak on their respective new essences. You feel me?
okay, well, I didn't realize that I was going to be doing all this until
Said hello, guys.
literally I got somebody had like sent me like the index had like posted, and I was like, I can do that. And then I looked at the thing, and they just changed the embargo date of this section. So I definitely could see that one being pretty powerful to it. Honestly, I would stay around the essences right there, just because like it doesn't really matter if you have them all. You could technically show us on the any class.
Speak on Necro since you're a Necro main.
Yeah, I played a lot of the classes for it. Barb would be one that I don't have as much like personal experience to it. I mean, I've played a lot of Barb, but let's get into the Barb then for, because I think we've gone through the helmet, the legs, chest. I feel like you kind of, I don't know, like, there's a lot of like this weird wording of shock and lightning from all these different things that.
Yeah, there's also an offhand that's already really similar to the one they're talking about there that I can show.
I'll be honest, shock to me almost, in my mind, I guess it's like, I feel like there almost has to be like water with it, and I know this sounds like crazy for it, but like in my mind I'm thinking of like, you're in water and like, you know how that, of course, that's going to conduct like lightning through it or whatever, then you're like shocked because you're inside that portion of it. But then just getting lightning striked is like, I mean, when you're shocked that you're getting struck by lightning, that these are, I'm just trying to like, it doesn't fully
like a new kind of firestorm combo thing.
I mean, it's more, yeah, it's kind of like a new firestorm, but it's like, at least firestorm makes sense. You add wind to fire, it enrages the fire. Like that's like stoking the flames. But now like apply shock, I was thinking that like almost they need to be like chilled or some portion of it, or I guess they don't. That doesn't have anything to do with it, but also it's just like lightning nova produces, I guess, lightning. Nothing of that will consider to be a shock. I guess I'm trying to figure out if shock or lightning is stronger. But they have to work together. But it doesn't make sense. I could see like if they were.
Most people are using there is that trifling piffle anyway that I just pulled up, and that's. I don't know if those two things are gonna kind of double up on each other. I don't know. It's hard to see how some of these things are gonna stack or not.
And that could be like the play with the wizards if they really like double stack everything into like, if they're getting extra effect
on the lightning
from the shocks and that, you would literally just be like a freaking pulsating firefly. Like you just be, everything you hit would just go bzz, bzz, and just more and more shock out. That could be cool. I could definitely see some use for that. I definitely see that the let's see what else you guys have for shocks or lightnings.
KB Lannister said, could you please guys share the documents and the link related to the new essences? I'm from French servers.
Yeah, I will. KB9, I will post it at the end. Actually, I can do that now. I can post this one if you want. I can post it in my Discord. Yeah, I'll post it in. I don't want to do the frog announcements.
KB Lannister said thank you.
At everyone. Logan's gonna get on to me now. Why the hell did you do it for him? Because he probably doesn't understand what the words are reading on here right now. He's probably gonna take it to Google Translate and then run through it, so that makes sense.
Loading. Said excuse me.
That's it. I'm posting out the notes like you were wanting me to do earlier.
KB Lannister said this is on your Discord server.
Correct. Under Krog announcements. Alright.
KB Lannister said on I will join it. Loading. Said in chat dude so I can pin it.
You gotta think about it in the long sense of it, loading. That's even another. That's another.
Said okay.
It's another person that joins the Discord, part of the channel, part of the crew, that kind of for it. You gotta get the other portion in there. Now we get one more, we get added to the Discord. Again, it's just it's like almost getting a new follow in a sense. Adding more people to Discord. I mean, we got quite a few in the Discord. Where are you going? That stream didn't end yet.
What's that?
That stream didn't end yet. Where are you going?
You don't need anything from me.
You were gonna go
Whenever
to.
you were-
I was gonna have you
you're
go
just
to the
totally
barbs.
trying
Wizard Dukem.
to double down on
Said
the
earlier
close
there's new
range
necro
lighting
essence.
Nova.
Yep,
meta
there's
that's
new. We're
already
getting ready to go
meta.
to.
So, you know.
Oh, no, but you read my example over here. All right, I'll put my own in.
Wizard Dukem. Said excitement fills the air.
All
I
right,
just
let's.
Loading.
want to get way out of the way when you
Said you're
stop
slimy
talking
for
about the
OT.
wizard. You know what I mean?
Loading.
Well, no, I was gonna have you go to the essence vendor and just show me like some of the other barb ones,
Some of the other.
like essences for the barb. Like we were gonna go through their classes, like, even though you can't, like, you're not
just-
been one. Just like we're looking at what they already
I
have.
gotcha.
It's actually a lot easier because one, like, I'm not controlling that screen at all, so it's like gives the other guys like a little bit of something more to look at.
Gotcha.
And then again, you can actually even go to like, I think inherit. Wait, no, you won't be able to click inherit on those yet.
Mm-mm.
What happens if you click the magnifying glass? What's that do?
I guess
Okay.
we get a
Loading.
pretty
Okay,
picture.
all right, you got a
Yeah.
pretty picture. Look at you go, girl. Yeah.
I've never been a barb on this account. Can you tell?
I can see you got a stylist, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You look like you found coconuts and hammers.
That's right.
All right. So Carnage Call, the main hand, demoralizing echoes off you for 3 seconds, dealing damage equal to percentage of your maximum life to nearby enemies for every second. That could be mean. Like, I'm trying to think of the other barbs out there, or the other ones for it. I don't know what the new meta build is of the barb. This is where I wish Sam was here because he's played Barbara recently. But I know the demoralizing shout is probably one of the main ones, because I think on the helmet is where everybody keeps with it. Like, there's an essence on the helmet that makes everyone.
Said so they can do the same thing as druids now.
Kinda.
Looks like there are only 3 main hand demoralized.
Yeah, but go to the helmet though. It's kind of like the helmet's what makes all of it for demoralize kick in. Demoralize. Oh yeah, there it goes. That definitely shows the essences up big. Where's there? Is like, I know there's a real big one. The Spark Tusk used to be one of the main ones, and then where did it get going down a little bit more? It's probably right after Spark Tusk. That's the Dispel. That is right there, shield that makes you immune to knockback effects while active. Maybe it's that one. Something that made them like where they weren't held down. Oh, I think it's the Whirling Helm, maybe even. I think I've seen that one too. Just basically gives them firestorms. Okay, let's see what their helmet is they're gonna get here then. Let's see. Helm. Dock Skull. Alright, demoralize now roars at nearby enemies, increasing your maximum life and inflicting them with cowardice, which causes them to take additional damage when affected by knockback. Okay. But this is gonna raising that maximum life. That's gonna make that main hand hit even harder. Hammer of Ancient is never a fan of this ability. Hammer of Ancient now deals damage based on your maximum life while performing a spinning hammer attack that is followed by a leaping slam. You're immune to knockback and loss of control during the duration of the attack, and the damage of the attack gradually increases. Okay, I guess we're gonna run Hammer of the Ancients now. Like, anytime you ever find an essence that makes you immune to knockback and loss of control for the duration of the attack, that's literally like the same thing that the bears do with that mangle. Like, that's what makes you like a slam, slam, pick up, slam. Like, they are not going to be held down in that. That's going to be what barbs are getting used to basically free themselves or whatever they want. Hammer of Ancients also reduces the damage you take for 2 seconds. That's on the chest. I could see that one being mean. Let's see, what do we have on the chest though? Leap also fears nearby enemies at your destination. Cannot fear that's a play. But maybe it is. I think that this offhand is going to be pretty nutty. Where is...
Loading.
Did a shoulder?
Said that leap could be deadly.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I've seen a lot of other barbs, like, using leaps. Go to
Loading.
pants real fast.
Said brutal, hope you have a chip.
Let's see. I'm thinking that if you're going to leap, you're going to maybe do the car sacrifice. I mean, that... giving you a big shield. Makes you immune to, like, CC. Going down a little more, see what else we got. Activate and leave, gives you critical hit. Attack speed. The boss are just... I think it's probably like the shielding one. It's probably if I've seen some of the other barbs we're like using. At the very top one. They also grant you an absorb shield. That's like a large amount. Makes you immune and knockback effects. Because you could like leap 2 or 3 times, I think.
Said damn it, brutal.
Alright. Let's go. Where is there? Is there a shoulder? Am I missing it?
I don't see one.
I don't either. Here it is. Alright. Hurtling flame. Shoulders leap now. Jumps to a target location. Damaging nearby enemies and granting you fortitude, which reduces your attack and movement speed, but also increases your max. Damn. That's why you want leap, because it's also going to be able to increase your maximum life. You're going to be able to like get crazy amount of maximum life. And if you're going to be pulsating with that freaking...
It's brutal.
It's right here.
Said just meat shield build.
Well, I think it's like, no. It's all for this one right here, though. Brutal, read this. Basically, if you stack as much health as you can on you, you could technically do some nutty damage. Like, even if you like changed your Ivan Fod to like all of that.
Said I just know Krog is excited to see the monk essences.
Yeah.
It's brutal. Said just depends, might want spark in that spot again.
Yeah, I mean, it would be completely changing a lot of it for it. Alright, so the main hand. Shield is in now, empowers you, granting loss of control. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that for sure. For sure. For shizzle my whizzle right there. And I'm gonna actually get myself 4 terror essences of the Shield of Zen, because it will work for this one, but it does not work for the flame, which the flame does a lot of good damage. But I'm using that for this build currently.
Said until you see the nerf on that meta build.
Yes. Then we're looking for another class.
Right up until then.
We're looking for another class at that point. I have no loyalties to one. I want to play with wins. Flying kick also increases your critical hit chance. No, fuck that. That thing is not going anywhere. I like my Mystic Strikes. Alright, now, Flying Dragon now generates energy when you hit an enemy with another dash skill that consumes the energy, leaps the target's location, crouching down, a burst of wind, damage, and knockbacks. Not really what I'm looking for. Honestly, the chest, we're probably still going to want to run Shield of Zen that, like, just increases your movement speed, because there's not a lot that you have to, like, run with. Let's see, what is it just movement speed? I think it also does something else. Movement speed unhindered through enemies. Yeah, basically it lets you like get CC freely through that. So then okay, Shield then empowers you, granting loss control and knockback immunity and damage reduction that is increased when using dash skills. That one allow you to still move through unhindered and increase your speed, so those things will just stack up just fine. I like that. We'll keep that. The Shield of Zen doesn't do a whole lot of like extra damage. I mean, it does like a mil or so on the target dummy, so like it's just adding into whatever you put to it. It's good damage. I mean, like, but I also have played it with just the shield, and just having the shield on it is not enough of a shield to really make that worth, because you just get caught because you're not immune to anything. So that could be very, very, very useful. That could basically make the monk completely uncatchable if they don't change the other portions of it. Flying Dragon's chest now generates energy when you hit an enemy. Then no, I don't like that one. Coldwalker pants. Flying kick now kicks forward with a what is that word? Unity? Assault of burns? I would assume that's supposed to be fiery.
It says fiery.
F-I-E-R-Y?
Yep, that's how you spell that. That's weird.
Is it? I thought it'd be F-I-R-E-Y.
Promise it's right.
Really? I don't know the spell, so it doesn't matter. Burns. If a kick hits an enemy, it can be used again shortly after.
Loading. Said it's fairy.
They're really trying to
I don't think it's fairy.
make fiery kick, flying kick a,
Well, it's always been a thing, but like, it's like when I think of a flying kick, I am thinking I am going to be flying towards that target. That is like it's like a little mule kick in a sense. It's just barely you move. Now maybe this one's you're gonna maybe send you further. I don't know, but Monk has terrible like dash like to get to a distance. Now Tempest, they get to their destination.
Loading.
The monks do not move.
Said no flying kick essence is good.
I used to have a good flying kick, the one you charged up and could hit real hard. Before they changed, I think, the 550 to like shielded enemies instead. It used to be like, I think, anything. Shoulders, flying kick triggers an additional mystic kick when it hits, dealing additional wind damage. They're trying to get you that firestorm in there. Now, I can also see the helmet being used for this current build. You would lose one charge of your exploding palm, but basically you would be maybe hitting harder with it. Depends on how much the skill damage is up. Alright, Demon Hunter. Are you dashing and rolling bowies? Main hand, Rain of Vengeance. We don't like ever. Yeah. Offhand. Century. We don't place those out either. No, bad skill, bad skill. Alright, Cloak of Knives. Vengeance now transforms you into an Avatar, the Last Airbender. Removing loss of control and knockback effects, increasing skill damage, and granting new active skills. Wait, what? What do you mean new active skills? Kind of cool. I'm just interested to see, like, are you going to turn into like a blue creature? That kind of avatar? Maybe. I don't know. Never seen one that transform. Alright. Vengeance duration is increased by 0 whenever a skill critical hit damage.
Said Yui's robe they have a transformation.
Looks like they are going to have a transformation now. Let's see. Sentry now summons a turret that automatically fires at nearby enemies and launches explosive missiles whenever you use a skill near it. Okay. Sentry doesn't ever work because it is stationary. Either let those things fly and go around with us.
Said new circle of life chest for druid seems
You
broken.
can't go further on the list, Brutal, so I wasn't going to post it yet. Summons a turret that automatically fires at nearby enemies and launches explosive missiles whenever you use a skill. Okay.
Said brutal no.
Alright, let's go to the Satyrs, because right now the Satyrs are looking crazy strong. I mean, I don't know if they're looking more, but like right now, currently, they are super strong.
Said hotfix Inc.
Alright, let's see.
Loading. Said not really.
Well, hold on, I'm going to pull up. This current build right now is a problem. Whereas,
You want me to just pull up somebody on the leaderboard?
Loading.
no.
Said they just stunned.
Where is my... I actually have a screenshot of the build. Alright, so this is roughly right now what I've seen most of the current Satyrs rocking with for the biggest output of damage. Or not the biggest output damage, but the biggest survivability, speed, control and still does a lot of damage. So the consecration now engulfs you, an intense holy flame dealing damage, immerse yourself in nearby enemies, during which you're immune to chill and freeze effects. This one, I've actually heard a lot of people talk about it. Like, this one can be changed out. So let's see what the helm. Fist of the Heavens now charges enemies as you move and can be used once fully charged, causing you to dash forward while wrapped in lightning, basically. Damaging and stunning enemies. If used while mounted, 2 phantom steeds will perform the attack alongside you. Right now, they're still going to use Conjuration of Life in this skills tree over here. That's the primary attack. Sleep attack is the only time I've ever seen this thing kick into play. Just because it's granting you the loss of immunity. Let's see.
Loading. Said I don't want to be dealing with that in BG, do you, Krog?
I mean, it really depends on like what this thing does. I mean, let's see. The helm can be lightning damaging. Okay, so it's lightning on this helmet. There is no shock, but now I know that Fist of the Heavens does really good with shock. Let's see. Storm Saddle. Draw and quarter now mounts you on a storm steed. We're back to the lightning horses. Increasing your movement speed, granting immunity to slow effects, which use the skill again, will initiate a mounted charge carrying enemies in your path with you. Oh, we're bringing back the old dragon pull!
Loading. Said don't they already have a lightning steed?
Yeah, but not one that yanks you around. They're like, that's like the original like steed. You remember, like, when's the last time you've been drug around by one of the horses? You remember that back in the day, like the very beginning of this game came out? Like, everybody was just getting dragged around by the horses?
Said I remember.
It wasn't useful, it was just funny. When Condemn deals damage to an enemy, it also increases the critical hit damage. They take, no, the chains that came out of the bards, I thought that was the one that they drug. The horse one, just like, it would grab a hold of one target and it would just like, hook tie him and then just drag him around.
Now that drawn quarter had chains that would drag monsters around. I'm not sure if it worked on players.
I thought it did at the very beginning. Like at the very, very beginning, and they took that away from it. So I remember like, there was some, I remember it was like Pokey or whatever, used to drag me around all the time on this stupid horse. Also, okay. When Condemn deals damage to an enemy, it also increases the critical hit damage they take from you for 2 seconds. Cannot occur more often. Okay, I could see some Condemn Mew builds using that in there, maybe. Alright, Doctrine. Alright, Condemn now creates an area of electrical retribution that follows you, continuously applying shock to enemies within. You also generate energy when moving while Condemn is active. And it is consumed by using skills to call down lightning strikes on enemies. So what? They just are making Condemn have everything that the Pikachu build had into it? One? This right here, you're going to maybe seeing a lot more of the Condemn triggering all of the extra skills for that. Hold on. Why is everybody leaving from YouTube? Is it dead? Maybe it's just again, they might be just bored. That's fair. Fun.
I can check real quick.
Alright, that's still up. Just checking. That's okay if they're bored. It's more of, I'm bored. But also, this is good stuff to go through. Alright, now... Does have no charges. The hell? Yeah, we already read that one for it. I think this. Drawing quarter no amounts. Yeah, we read that one for it. Yeah. I could see the Satyr definitely getting some use out of this chess piece, probably the most out of any of them. Because that's like the chess piece right now that they ever use for Condemn. You have to use the Heart of the Grandeur, or else like you don't have a way to like move the Condemn with you. So that's going to be, yeah, Heart of the Grandeur right there. That's the only one that like anyone ever uses for Condemn, because it's the only one that's not stationary. Sanguine, Jewel, Shoulders, Borrowed. Oh, hold on, let's see, we're in the Necro. Alright, so now we're into the Necros. Alright. Frost Gloom, main hand, command skeletons, stun enemies for after hitting Then 4 consecutive times the enemy cannot be... That's stupid. It's a lot of attack for like a skeleton to slap you like 4 times unless it's like
Loading.
multiple ones.
Said if they are untargetable they could be used.
But then, I mean, like, the untargetable ones already fear. Whenever you, like, sick them on a target. But, like, as soon as you, like, sick them on, they explode. So they wouldn't be able to do 4 damage hits. Only ones you could maybe do is...
Said oh yeah.
Only ones you could do is the, maybe, like, the zombie ones that can take a little bit more damage. Or, I guess, the lightning ones, which you can, like, send out fast. But, I mean, they're still going to die fast. Alright, race form transforms you into a spectral avatar. Man, we're getting up. Must be pairing up with a new Avatar movie, I guess. Alright, into a spectral avatar, granting you increased movement speed, replacing your primary attack with piercing spectral bolts. You get to shoot while in Wraith? Kinda cool. Command skeletons now summon a skeletal puppet that are ignored by enemies and do not move or attack independently. Instead, attack
Loading.
whomever you or
Said,
use your
so
primary
does
attack.
that mean they keep their other skills?
Huh. Skeletal puppets that are ignored. Okay, well, like, I don't know if this means they're ignored by, like, monsters, and they're still, like, I mean, they can still be attacked by regular people. I don't understand how that would work. We'll have to see. Alright, so the chest, bone spirits, and no, we can't, like, that doesn't matter. Like, you can't have a better chest than the draw deep. Offhand. Bone spirits now empowers you and your nearby summons, causing your primary attacks to inflict stacks of echoing fear on enemies that eventually explode, deal damage, and cause fear. Sucks that that's an offhand, because that means you couldn't have Spike Feeder with the skeleton mages and that essence to it. But you might be able to run the skeleton mages of the like you go to, what's the mages one? The sun shield. Oh, let's go down a little more.
Oh, on Bone Spirits?
No, skeleton mage. Because again, this all this thing does is Bone Spirits now empowers you and your nearby summons, causing your primary attacks.
Said scattered
Yeah,
light.
scattered light. Right there. So that's the one that right there is the one that makes all the mages like that are untargetable. They can't be hit. And so if you already run the scattered light and then you add Spike Feeder into it, which is where Soulfire now like lights basically your primary attacks. They have a chance to explode with fire damage or whatever. Your mages already get those Soulfires that shoot out those fire. So this could be useful, I guess. You could basically make your mages send out fear. That might be the only one that I could see some use out of that. They didn't really put anything in there for Grim Scythe. Borrow time increases your primary attack. That's stupid. No. Alright. Now to the Blood Knight. Looks like Necro's not getting much love there. Alright. Blood Knight. Their depths. Main hand. Enemies hit by Umbrella Lance take increased damage. Never a big fan of Umbrella Lance. But they're trying to really bring that one back here though. False counter on the offhand. Now hurls a trio of lances damaging enemies and making them bleed. A lance is automatically launched whenever a certain amount of life is lost or healed. I can see maybe that. Alright, Blood Rush. Abomination now causes you to dash forward while untargetable, knocking back enemies in its path and making them bleed. That's a chest. That might actually allow people to just stay in Abomination with it without actually trying to run with the transfusion portion of it. Maybe since you're going to be untargetable, that could be a play for the demon or the Blood Knights. Abomination grants you an additional skill while transformed that causes you to, this is the pants, causes you to slam forward with a fist, empowering you with immunity to knockback and loss of control, and empowering your primary attacks to apply marks to enemies that cause them to take additional damage from your primary attacks. Okay. They're basically trying to get rid of, it looks like they're trying to bring back still the Abomination without having to make it where transfusion is keeping it running, maybe.
Loading.
But then I wonder.
Said those pants could be nutty.
I think those pants could be nutty with. I don't know. That chest for the transfusion shield. Because again, Abomination, I think, like, it consumes the rage and you'll get taken out of it pretty quick. While Abomination, bleeding enemies deal reduced damage to you. The Roger Shoulders Abomination no longer consumes anger to transform and now grants increased damage and life drain that grows in strength over time.
Is
Let's
it the
see.
first helm that
Well, the helmet.
there's ever been for Abomination?
Let's see. No, that's that. Those are shoulders that I just. Well, actually, hold on. That would be the helm. That would be the first helm. Would be having Abomination in it.
Yeah.
That.
Trying to think what.
So typically, what we use for
Horns of the Vexed is usually, or Hexed is usually.
That's an old style for it. What we ended up using now is the evasion rating. Shroud of Night increases your evasion rating by like something or a large percentage. And there's also like another right there, the evasion rating by 12.
Oh, yeah, Voice of the Crescent. Yeah.
That, I mean, if that's already going to go ahead and take the damage away that you're going to take, that could be very useful. Plus, it's probably going to have like a awakened portion of it.
Loading.
That'll give you.
We also use the newer helm.
The newer helm. Let's see. Pick up all of them. Let's just see what the brand newest one is. Top, I think.
Of course, the one I do not.
Siphon Blood now links several enemies. Maybe not that one. Go to the very bottom and see if it was like one right before it. I don't feel like many people are running the Siphon. Maybe they are.
Loading.
Mystic Cloud. Never these.
Said not that one.
Yeah. Damn you, bleed. Yeah, this is the one. Go up a little bit more. There was one that Norman was rocking all the time that was like crazy. Which one that was? He would always put this large like red area out there, and then like you got in that or whatever. He just like I think it was that Mythic Cloud one. The very bottom one basically made. Yeah, but all right. Let's see what else we got here then. The shoulders. Go to the shoulders here for it, because this is actually I think that we used the transfusion or the these are transfusion or abomination. Alright, well, mission knowledge then continue as soon as your life in order. Yeah, okay. So that thing is that would replace it if you have the shoulders no longer consumes anger to transform. What's it consume?
Loading. Said the shoulders we use makes so you transform in them without rage charge.
Yeah, no. But this newer shoulders here, Abomination no longer consumes anger to transform and now grants you increased damage and life drain that grows in strength over time. Well, what is it holding me into it, Abomination? Am I just going to be able to stay in Abomination then? We'll have to see what that does. Or if it's just like a drain bar that just goes down faster, down almost like a strike drain bar. Yeah, I like that. I think that we might be able to see a little bit more out of some Abomination builds.
Loading. Said they could work with the shield chest actually. Loading. Said more life drain.
Well, the thing is, like, you don't actually even have to run the chest. You could run this, again, this full setup right here. These pants, chest, and helm with the shoulders, all for Abomination. that essentially takes out the need of transfusion. Because basically you're going to take reduced damage while you're in Abomination. You're going to be immune to all knockbacks and stuff like that. And also whenever you dash through enemies, whenever you first transform, like you're untargetable. So I mean, literally this lineup right here. You put all those on, essentially, I mean, they all work. They all are working together perfectly.
Loading. Said China is actually playing BK Meta RN.
Maybe.
Loading. Said not sure why.
Alright, so now we're on to Tempest. This is... When I first looked through this, I saw some actually big potential with Tempest coming into it. So the main hand, Rolling Surf now empowers you to cause your primary...
Said my current class.
Causing your primary attacks to perform a dash that damages enemies and shatters their armor. That's nice. Crosswinds now empowers you. Causing your dash skills to generate a reverse of wind blades that are released on your next primary attack. Conjure a spinning wind blade, damage nearby enemies, and healing you if they are bleeding. Interesting. Finally getting some survivability now, Temps. Alright, Chess. Flowing Strike now empowers you, causing your dash skills to unleash a wave that damages and knockbacks enemies. Okay, for that, fine, I guess. There's also a nice stun one, though, so... Crosswinds deals additional damage to bleeding enemies.
Loading. Said any primary attack is bad in BG, we get CC out the ass.
Well, again, this is in for Rolling Surf. Especially the Crosswind, so you add that Rolling Surf into it where you can glide and then like attack that way. If you could get healed while shooting, you could maybe bring that old build back. Crosswinds deal additional damage to bleeding enemies. That's on the pants. I thought that we already had that. Causes your enemies to bleed. Yeah, that's what they do.
Drushton. Said sounds fun for PvE, gonna be crap for PvP.
Might be. Alright, so flowing string. No, we ain't gonna run that. This is where I think, I mean, the Helm, Rolling Surf, go, hell no, you need the... Yeah, I'll get that. Technically could give it to you. I mean, you could get some, maybe not. Crosswinds is... Okay, I mean, like...
Loading. Said we have multiple bleed essence already, I don't know why they are bringing out more.
Well...
Loading. Said we don't use the ones we have, Noah.
Essentially...
Loading. Said now.
I wonder if it stacks up with bleeds. Like if you could heal yourself well, if you have multiple bleeds on the enemy. Let's see. Yeah, they basically just give you bleeds on everything. Screw it. Crystal Storm, main hand. Stone Surge now raises vines in target location. Pull in and stun surrounding enemies and additional empowers your summons at the location into a frenzy, increasing their attack speed. Nice. Okay. Teeth of the Fiend. Offhand. Summon Oaks now consumes primal power to fire a volley of seeds that drop to the ground upon hitting an enemy. Fleeing sages grown from the fallen seed and a fiery projectiles to enemies. Okay.
Loading. Said all of Druid essences are good. Loading. Said it's stupid.
I don't think that one is probably going to be the play, though. I mean, literally, the Stag build only used, like, the Summon Oaks pretty much for their survivability and healing. Because, I mean, like, if you put on other, like, Summon Oaks, like the Smoldering Seed ones or something like that, the healing is, like, nothing in it. It's for the fact of, like, you get so much healing because those 3 seeds just kind of sit around you, and then they, like, siphon more and more healing the longer that they're active. Alright, Circle Life now conjures a whirling area of utility that can allies and damages enemies within. Both healing and damage increases with the number of allies within the area. That could be kind of cool, especially for like trying to push. You could actually maybe. I've actually really wanted to play. What I would like to see after like maybe a lot more essences come out is I'd like to try to like make a resto druid support style,
Loading.
just simply for
Said right.
my little bit of nostalgia of going back to my World of Warcraft days on my resto druid. Basically, just having a class that is essentially just the healer. Just playing and just throwing out heals, keeping the group up, and letting everybody go through with it. I think that would be a pretty cool way to play. Definitely give a lot more diversity into the game of like kind of a tank, DPS, and now you would actually gain more of an aspect of a healer. Because I mean, the bears essentially act like a healer. Like if I get a bear that I know he's about to heal, like I'm like sitting next to him, like, come on, boo boo, hit that heal. Summon oaks and mobilize enemies after they're hit 3 times within 3 seconds.
Said that could be cool.
Can I mobilize the same enemy? No, I don't see that being useful. Cannot immobilize the same enemy. Okay. Abundance Helm. Circle of Life also increases the damage of your summons. Surging Stone causes enemies to take increased damage from you and you're summoned for 3 seconds. Not exactly but I do like maybe the chest. I don't know, Brutal, like, I mean, granted, they really didn't give anything to the wolf, the bear. They really tried to, like, go in on just the druid, I guess it looks like here.
Don't
I don't know,
most bears use Circle of Life and Summon Oak?
Yeah, but that thing is, like, they pick, so if you're gonna run with the...
Said yeah, none form build.
Yeah, things like nothing really kind of kicks into it because like they run with yeah, it's right here. They run with the Circle of Life now grants nearby allies a regenerative seed that continuously heals life and heals a large amount of life if like it dropped below. That's where like the terror essences. So they heal more the lower the target is, and you can stack that up like 4 times. So like if the target's like below like 75% health, and you have four of that. With the seeds, since they sit inside, they don't actually like. It's not like it just amplifies the heal so well that it's like it goes like you can.
For bear and wolf.
You could definitely. You think of this one? So their rule of life now conjures a swirling area of vitality. It really depends on how much the healing is used. I think for it. I mean, especially if you have like a terror essence of this, I could really see that being pretty useful, especially if you're like low in there.
Said yeah, depending on numbers.
And then also the biggest problem about the Circle of Life for this one, I'm just concerned for bear, is I don't expect this skill to last that long. Like it's probably gonna be like
said a heal that does damage too.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking that it's gonna like last more than like an arcane wind does for a little while. Like what do we got? 3 seconds on that?
Typically for Arcane Wind, yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking that it's like going to be like a 3-second kind of like interval, but you may get quicker charges back of it. So it would be kind of like, I'm worried, I guess, if it's going to, I mean, like the other one is giving you continuous heals for like a period of time. So once you like heal yourself, go into bear, you're still going to get full topped up. This one you can drop down, go into bear, but if it goes away in 3 seconds, then either it's just like, it may not be always is in use is what I'm kind of like wondering if that's going to be the problem of it. Because now wolf, you can get in and out of wolf real fast. Like that's not real hard. But bear, it definitely seems like if you drop out of bear, you don't got primal power to like just instantly go back into it, doesn't seem like. Or there's a longer cooldown of the bear. So I could see it definitely being used for more of the wolf style. Because then the wolf could basically like place it up there.
Said yeah, need to be in bear at least 8 SEC.
And that's the thing is like, if you're only getting 3 seconds of the heal kind of going out there and damage, it may not necessarily, it doesn't seem like it's going to probably hold anybody in there with it. I'm just wondering, I guess, how long it's going to last. That would be kind of the factors of if it's useful or not. But then I don't see that like Summon Oak, besides maybe the other.
Said so overall, which class got the better essence batch?
I'm not gonna say Druid. I'm not gonna say Necro. Crusader, maybe a contender for that.
It's brutal. Said Barb tank is passive damage looks nice.
I think
It's
that
brutal.
like, yeah.
Said with.
Yeah, so I'm thinking either could be Barb. I mean, the fact that this right here is crazy right here for the Satyrs.
Loading. Said I think Wizard.
Wizard could also be a good contender. I'm only saying it also might just be the contender because if you think about how many Crusaders, they are still using like the Heart of the Grandeur, which was like a Hell 3 essence. Like it is old that we've all had to use because it's the only one that ever follows around you.
Said will be interesting to see how well BK Abomination and Wiz Nova sets work together.
My only thing about the Blood Knight, I'm a little bit skeptical of it too, is because the Transfusion shield was such a massive shield that you could really take a lot of damage in it.
Said there's nothing there with BK, I think.
I think that the BK you will get to see like you basically get to have kind of like the play style how you want it to, but I think it's like almost gonna play like a wolf. Like real fast, it's got to get in and out. And it's not going to be the tank build. I don't believe it. That doesn't seem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything here for the Demon Hunter. They got none of that. If they don't nerf the monk, I am very happy with the main hand. That could be really useful. Wizard and Barb maybe have the most just like maybe stacked. I mean, yeah, they look like they really put a lot of time into these two. Actually, not as maybe no, Barb still gave a lot to it. I mean, like look at all the wording that they like added to this class compared to like some of the other ones. I mean, like they've given, you can tell they've really added a lot into the Satyr, had to put a lot of detail to it. These other classes, they were just like, they're fine enough as they are. We'll give them a few other things and we'll make it. I mean, like, borrowed time increases your primary attack speed. You know, we have a 2-second window in borrowed time to, like, do something.
It's brutal. Said the increased max life on new Barb Essence will be nice with Faded Trail.
Yeah. I think we might be seeing more Barbs. I mean, Crusaders, that, they don't realize, like, how, like, locked Crusaders were forever on that one chest if you're going to use Condemn, and now that Condemn can basically do a lot more damage, and which typically does do a crazy amount of damage. Yeah, I don't know. It'd have to be it'd be between Crusader, Wizard, and Barb. I think it probably got the best things there. Again, maybe the Tempest has like crazy amount of damage in this.
Said all I think with those new Wiz essences is it's carpal tunnel time again.
Yeah. Wizard's always been one you gotta click them fast.
Loading. Said Tempest got fucked over again, I think.
I don't know. We'll see. We will see on that aspect. If that is see, hold on, I gotta make this do a cool, that actually did work. Don't need that one screen up, but I'm going to keep that there just so that way. I think it's only probably going to work inside this one.
Said is it gaming time?
It is gaming time. We have 30 minutes before the Shadow War, which
Loading.
is going to be a, I think it's supposed to be a good fight. The next time my god. Yeah, I know you said you had extra sets. I was thinking like, you know, he got like maybe an hour or two, but someone's a big ass dude. That's probably why he lives for fucking 12 hours a day.
we should have been on that a little better.
Jump in and see if we can't like hold it.
No, it's too far. It's too big a gap. They were like 10,000 ahead an hour ago. And it doesn't, your score doesn't count unless you get top 10. So it's best to have a group. But
I thought we had to fight them for it. I thought they had to fight us for it.
no, this is stage where it's just who gets the most shards going in.
Hmm.
Alexa, stop.
I need to do my Verge. But this monk build is pretty friggin' mean. I don't have exactly the ones that like, I don't have the full build that some had yet. I don't have the pants. That's the one I'm missing. So what's it gonna do? Is it gonna take away our like extra life in PvP?
No, I believe it was just one for monster essences.
Oh fuck.
So it's not the biggest disaster in the world.
That doesn't even affect us. No concern there.
Yeah, I think we already
What did
have
he
a PvP one.
In a minute.
He said something I cannot repeat on your channel.
I read through it.
Okay. Yeah, we already have a 10% life increase for PvP.
There's no good fight tonight? Is that what they just said? That's good. thought Barry was having to give out orders. No, don't got a good fight.
I mean, it's not Leviathan or Annihilation, but
We'll do that. All right. You already done your Verge? Or Vanguard? Or what's the 4-1? Not the.
yeah. Summon Eye and some Kev,
Oh, yeah.
somebody did like all our verges very, very early Monday morning.
Yeah.
So I had to spend all week getting my hidden layer habit out on my alt, which was good for my alt, but
Gross.
you know,
Alright.
I'll BRB.
I'm gonna actually have to BRB as well real fast. I need to run down to the gate. Apparently my wife has ordered some something that can freeze. But I just gotta run down to the gate and grab that and put it inside before it does. 2 seconds, guys. Be right back. I want my car key so I can just drive down there real fast. It is cold outside. All right. Let's see, I got what, 15 minutes.
You need a van.
If you want to come and bring an alt or something, you can.
My alt doesn't have any charms.
Oh.
Or, it hasn't done 1, 2, or 3, so I won't do that to you. But I
Wouldn't-
mean, I've already done it, but I can step in if you need a.
I'll just see if somebody kicks in or not.
So I usually have pretty good luck with the just random find party.
I do too, but it's typically also like when you do it. I mean, right now, 15 minutes before war.
Yeah, that's true. And I usually do it right on Thursday and Monday too. So.
I should have probably picked the healing one, but also it was the highest one I had, and I was like, it helps easier if I like am trying to carry people.
I always do might.
What I typically do as well, but. Ended up starting my truck, and I was like, oh, I'll just run down there in mine. And then I got a big old diesel, and so I was like, and it was frozen outside, and then I was like, I probably shouldn't just try to force this thing down the drive unless I let it warm up a little bit. So I jumped in my wife's car instead. We'll just take this one.
I'm just parked at the top of my very steep driveway I have no way of plowing or shoveling. But I got an all-wheel drive, so I usually don't have a problem getting out if I'm right there at the top. Certainly has been a snowy year, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, granted, I have large equipment to be able to get myself out of like snowstorm areas, so, but if I didn't have that, I would have a large drive that would not be easy to get out.
Yep.
We already snowplowed everything of ours.
I'm gonna hop up a voice here so my laptop stays alive during this war.
No worries. Thank you, Miss Verdon, for helping out for the patch notes.
Yeah, no problem.
Two more. They are. Let's go to the back. Kill this back monster. I think it's kind of funny that all these other guys have like 20 Bane, have an 18 heal, and I'm doing more damage. I can help this guy get one more. What the hell? Okay. Just in time. I think I finished all. Uh, present. Very soon. Alright, get the blessings. Ooh. Oh. Uno más. Ancient Champion Hunter. Going for war. I really wish I would have recorded the last Shadow War. That was a lot more intense. We rematched Leviathan, which Leviathan I think was the only clan, which is one of our allies that gave us a shot. House of Fury. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Meow. We'll send the rocket all the way down. Still offing. That's the shot. A little bit to the far. That one might be it. No, it's too far left. Way too far left. Honestly, if you take your biggest player and they don't really care about the golem or anything, and send them to send that out, but you can kill like 3 or 4 of the enemies that aren't as strong, because that blade goes based upon my my total like resonance and power. So it's like inside Alley of Blood, it's not that good, but inside this, it's actually really strong.